Really quick, I just want to get in here and encourage all my queens and my kings and my prince and princesses. I am Queen Marilyn. Listen, before I even go to bed, I said I have to get in here and get this word out because this word has literally been marinating in my spirit for since last night. And I said, okay, well, when I'll do it. And I said, you know what? I got to get it out. And then it just started marinating. You know how when you put sometimes like if somebody eat pork roast. Now, I don't eat pork, by the way. Matter of fact, I don't even eat meat. But you know how when people leave pork roast for like marinating probably for like 2 to 3 days, they're like, that's like the best meat for real. And you're like, oh my God, this tastes the bomb. I could eat this whole pork roast for real. I can taste this sazón, adobo, sofrito, ajo, pimiento. Please stop playing. Anyway, and you know how you leave sometimes that chicken marinating to like the next day and it tastes good. So anyway, so the word just kept marinating in me today. And I said, you know what? Before I go to bed, I just go ahead and just do it. Or go to the studio and do it. I said, you know what? I'm about to go to bed. I just want to just leave you with this. The reason why some of you guys are missing things in your life is because you're not learning how to shift. Shifting is not easy, but shifting is required for the new. See, because what God is doing in our lives is something new. Forget the former things. See, I do a new thing. Can you not perceive it? So what happens is that a lot of you guys are stuck with the familiarity and the old, that you don't know how to let it go. So when God is shifting you, when God is shaking your foundation, you guys are not perceiving that He has told you that the old is gone. There's nothing to go back to. Shift. Because He's in the shift. He is in the new. See, that's why a lot of people, they stay stagnant. They stay stuck. Because they think that God is in the old. They think that God is in that same old place that they found God. But what people have to understand, that God is a progressive God. God has dimensions in Him that we have not tapped into. See, God created us for a purpose. It said, I love a message that I heard from Papa yesterday. Okay, Papa Prophet Lovi Elias. It was a message that he had literally, he had preached like 3 years ago. Okay, and it's called, He has made everything beautiful in its time. And I love a statement that he said. He said, when God said He made everything beautiful in His time, it's an appointed time. But are you prepared for that appointed time? See, because when God told Sarah, by this time next year, you will have a son. But what happened? God kept visiting her every year. And she wasn't prepared. And sometimes in this journey, we we can literally be either fear the process or don't want to go through the process, because the process is like refining like gold. So it's like purifying us like in fire. And we're like, no, I love a statement that a long time ago it was stated that it says, and it had me cracking up because it's true. It's like putting us like in a barbecue, like, okay, we're about to barbecue this meat. But then you're like, no, and you want to take yourself out of the barbecue or out of the roaster, like when you go to other countries, even here too, like they'll put the apple in the pig, but then they're putting it in that roaster, even the chicken roaster. You know what I'm talking about, rotisserie, okay? So what happens is that you want to get out of that stick, because you don't want to be purified, because you're like, no, this hurts, oh, this hurts. But in reality, you have to understand that if you don't go through the process, you're not going to obtain the new. And obtaining the new requires you to shift. So if God is telling you, I want you to continue going forward because I'm in the forward, then that means that whatever was behind you is over with. Everything that he has for you is in the shift. It's in the forward. It's in the new. But it's up to you to obtain that new. It's up to you to let God process you so you can become that beautiful thing in his time. And literally, this is why I wanted to get in here. Because some of y'all are in that shift to obtain the new. But you guys are battling with the familiarity, the old, and don't know how to cut ties to it and embrace the new. And sadly, some of you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, if you don't cut ties to your past, to your pain, to the familiarity, to the old, you're going to be stagnant. You're going to be stuck with that old wineskin, with that old wine, with those old clothes. So today I just wanted to just leave you with that, because I literally said, let me get in here. I said, let me get in here real quick and just let this word go. Let it loose, so it can literally make you think. What do you want? As a queen, a king, and a princess, and a prince in the body of Christ, what do you want? Do you want the new? Or are you okay with the old? And if you're okay with the old, do not complain when other people are living their purpose, because time and chance, he give them to all of us. And that's even scriptural. Look it up. It's from Genesis all the way to Revelation, you will find that verse. It is in Ecclesiastes, matter of fact. I know where it is, but I want you to read the whole Bible. Okay, so, but time and chance, he gave it to everyone. But it's up to you to really say, I want to live this new life that God really created me for. I want to live my life on purpose. I want to live a legacy when I leave. That when I transition, thousands of generations, because I done shifted where God told me to shift, and he brought me to this new, thousands of generations are blessed because of that shift that I took. I am still Queen Marilyn.